Now that I see what Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee saw, I now wonder, when would Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee's prophecy be fulfilled? If now I see where the law is still being violated. So if the religious people for whom follow the Bible or the Quran religiously do not engage in legal affairs, then how would the spiritual God for whom leads spiritual people out of the Bible and the Quran be legal in its defense of its religious entity? If you do not believe in the law, how do you believe in progress? See, is that not why the Christian fights the Muslim over ideology? So where is the legal foundation for your argument if both of you are arguing a case that has already been prophesied over? See, okay, in the court of law, the case is quote unquote decided, right? But how about if the judge did what Pontius Pilate did? Then would not the Bible now become open because you brought the Bible in court, right? So now, if the judge is like Pontius Pilate, then is not the Bible showing you the transition for how they saw the power that Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee was possessing? Like they saw the legal, because he was legally founded because he was in accordance with the Ten Commandments. See, he did what Moses did, but y'all not looking at it the same way. See, Moses spoke to Pharaoh, for whom was his brother. See, that's what y'all missing. See, Pharaoh is like Jacob, right? But Moses is like Joseph. See, Moses rose to the level of prominence in Egypt. See what I'm saying? He grew up with the future Pharaoh. They were friends. So Moses is like Peter. See, he knew the Pharaoh personally because he knew him when he was a kid. See what I'm saying? So he wasn't afraid of Pharaoh. That's his homie. That's why when he had to drown him in the Red Sea, he took it personal. But in order to free his family, see, so that's like Abraham Lincoln was saying, like, well, hey man, I wouldn't free one slave if I had to save the Union, and I would free them all if I need for the Union. But see, I understand what he's saying. See, because look, I'm homeless, right? I live in a hotel on International Drive, right? But my family, my wife got an apartment. My daughter doing good in Houston, Texas. So I would gladly live this life so they wouldn't be homeless. But what I'm saying to them is, don't give up the life because you don't understand the plan or you don't understand the man, right? Because I am made through pain. I'm learning how to love. Way was I ever exposed to love if my daddy was beating me, my mother, and my brother? Like, when did I see a family portrait of love? Now people is like, oh, look, he talking about his dad. I'm saying, no, man. I'm telling you my life. Now, if I was lying, then I can see. But if I'm telling the truth, then isn't that trauma that I had to carry as a child to an adult? And now you all like punishing me because of my life. I'm saying, well, look, what about my father? See, why you judging me and not him? But I ended up taking care of him. But he didn't take care of me. He took care of his habit, right? But now, am I talking against my father? Well, look what my father did to me, right? Well, what did he do? See, y'all know I don't. Y'all know I know what he did, and I know what he said to me. He said I was gonna go to prison and all this, See, but now if he thought I was crazy and he tried to run me crazy, well, what kind of father is that? You was violent when I was a kid, and now you trying to run me crazy. You not trying to get me back to my wife. Because why? You don't want me. My daddy might have been jealous of my way of life, because he told me that one time. He say, man, when they fired me the second time, he say, Tommy, that's why I ain't work. I ain't want them to take it. But now my daddy told me that, but I'm saying, man, I don't want to tell my daughter and my son that. But now here my friends coming and saying, well, man, you can't go to court, man, and I'm saying, so you want me to accept these people stealing my stuff, and I know the law.